Hi everyone, welcome to episode 38 of Stardew Valley, a fresh start. Happy Thursday. Holy cow, I cannot believe how far ahead I am on this. I have been playing this game a little obsessively. Um, we're actually a couple days ahead of where we should be because I did film this last night and I realized I forgot to switch it over to gaming, as I do every so often. So yeah, sorry, we didn't do anything exciting other than we did give Sebastian the bouquet and he accepted it. We're at 9 hearts with him, so we are very close to being married. And I believe, did start working on Robin is working on our final house expansion, although there are a bunch of upgrades you can do after the expansion. I am less worried about those as I am some of the other things, though. So, yeah. Let's get going. I've already switched it to game because I have learned a little bit of a lesson. We only have 2 days left in spring, and then so we will be starting summer this episode. And I am really excited because I am ready to finish this dang, what do you even call it? I don't know what we call it. The thing. The community center. Oh, God. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn at you like that. I'm not tired, except I kind of am. So, in real life world, as opposed to when I'm actually uploading this, I'm actually filming this after my second day of work because I started my new job. So hopefully when I film this, I'm still at said new job. I have no reason currently to believe I won't be. It's so different. Like, I have gone from being the person running the location responsible for literally every aspect of running it, from ordering, from human resources to making sure we have toilet paper and just everything, to now I am the absolute low man on the totem pole. I am the front desk receptionist. All I do is answer phones and take payments from people because it's the water department. So that people come in to pay their water. That's my entire job right now. Now, they will assign me other projects, and as they, have faith in my ability to do those very basic things, they will give me more, day-to-day assignments, but it's never going to be what it was, It's never going to be as busy as I was at the senior center, or not the senior center, the medical equipment place. And honestly, that's kind of the point. By the time you hear this, this will be like a month ago. So again, I am filming these as I'm playing, and I'm in OCD mode, which means I'm hyper focused on this game and playing it somewhat obsessively. So that means this will air June 12th, which is my dad's birthday. I am filming it April 22nd. So I'm literally filming a month ahead. A little over a month ahead, honestly. But that's okay. You'll forgive me, I hope. I last week had a bit of a breakdown. Not like needing to go to the hospital breakdown, but like I scared wolf breakdown. And basically all of that means is I got way too stressed out about things. Hello. Well, that's fun. I just got way too stressed out by the job and the bullying that was going on at the job, and the pressure of being responsible and not being able to, like, our company was going through a buyout, but we were being told no information. And my staff, keeps looking at me like, hey, are we going to have jobs in a month? And I don't know. They're not telling me shit. Like, I don't know. I know literally nothing more than they know. But and I'm trying to train two people, one person to do a job that I have never done, which is the salesperson. And she's a freaking lunatic who would, like, absolutely go bat crap crazy at the drop of a hat. Like, I never knew when she was going to lose her ever-loving mind and start screaming at me. So, like, it was a really bad situation. And yeah, it just got to be too much for me. And I needed to get out of there. And thankfully, my husband was like, yeah, I'm very lucky to have a husband who understood that after going through all of that as long as I did, I needed a break. I needed something that was going to let me just be. And I needed to not be in charge. And I needed to just be the girl who answers the phones for a little while. And I appreciate him giving me this. It's not like he's giving it to me like, it's not like he's controlling, Wolf and I are partners. We're very much partners. So it's not he's allowing me to take this job. We had a very serious conversation about, I know this job I am way overqualified for it, but it's 4 hours a day, which is a part-time job, which is potential problem number one. And it's a basically minimum wage receptionist gig. And for that minimum wage, they're getting an MBA train. I have an MBA. I have been an office manager for the last 10 years. They are getting the deal of a frickin' lifetime, basically. They know that, thankfully. Like, I think the guy that hires me is aware of that. And I think the other office ladies are quickly realizing, wait a minute, this is not the normal caliber of receptionists that we hire. She's picking this up really fast. She's already really good at customer service. She's not intimidated by our systems. Like, this is what's going on here. So they're kind of figuring out that there's something going on. There's a reason. This is not the type of person who usually applies for this job. It's certainly not the type of person we usually hire for this job. What's going on? And I'm just kind of telling them I got burnt out and I just need something that's not going to continue the burnout, but still going to help pay the bills. And I'm sure, there will eventually be some questions. I don't know. There may or may not be. I don't care. This is what I need right now. And after the way I scared him earlier last week, Wolf understands that right now what I need is to get my mental health under control. And my RA is kind of out of control as well. And I need... the RA is triggered by stress. I have attacks based on how stressed out I am. And I'm like, I had 2 attacks last week. I've never had 2 attacks in a month, let alone in a week. So that's kind of a little terrifying, It's like, wait a minute. This isn't good. So this is what it's going to be for a while. And on one hand, it means that our lifestyle is going to be very different. And it means we're going to have to cut back a little bit on some of the things we do. And that sucks. But it also means hopefully I will have some time to figure out how to breathe again and how to be a human and how to function without just constantly stressing. Life's not fun when you are just in pain all the time, emotional pain. You know, that's just, it sucks. So I'm getting to play a lot of video games, and while I kind of feel a little guilty that I'm getting to spend so much time playing video games when I know I could be doing a job that gets us more money, I'm starting to have like room to breathe, if that makes any sense whatsoever. You know, I'm starting to have room to care about something other than I don't know. I It's just been a rough year. A really, really rough year. And it's about time to remember how to be a person and not just be my job. And I think some of my, I know some of my anxiety was wearing off on Wolf. And like, we weren't able, I don't know, it's hard to see what all damage was being done, you know? It's just, even talking about it, I'm like, it was a rough time and it sucked. And I did not enjoy any part of it. And it's sad because I really did enjoy that job the day I started it. And for the first like 6 months, I was so excited to go to work every day. And I loved every minute of it. And I enjoyed it. And I feel like I made some good friends. And then I found out I didn't. You know, some of those people I thought were good friends actually were stabbing me in the back and were doing everything they could to get me fired for whatever reason. So there it is. And just the things that they were saying, it like makes you question who you are. Like, am I such a bad person? Am I so awful to be around and to work for? Like, why would people do this? And I've been in therapy. I'm in therapy. And I've done a lot of self-examination. Like, am I causing this? Am I to blame for this? Am I creating all of the, drama and problems around me? And I went back and I looked at what the place was like when I started. And I looked at what the place was like, and I'm like, at what point did it change from this job that I loved to this hellhole that was killing me? And I kind of pinpointed, like, you can't pinpoint an exact date, but we kind of pinpointed, my therapist and I kind of pinpointed a like range where, okay, it was good, it was good, it was good, it wasn't so good, and it sucked. And there was an event that like marks where it went from being a job that I loved and a team that I loved and a positive, and I was getting nothing but positive feedback and everything was going fabulously, to I hate coming to work. I hate myself. I hate who I have to be. I hate how I have to act. And I'm getting all of this negative feedback. And there was one event that we pinpointed that caused the switch. And it was the date that this one employee started. And I have to, like, if for 9 months everything is going good and I'm getting positive feedback, somebody starts and then all of a sudden I know she's bullying me. Like, that's not even up for question. She was doing some absolutely horrible things. She was saying horrible things. She was treating me like shit. She was an absolutely despicable human being. I made a mistake hiring her. Like, I own that. I fought for her. She was great in her interview. She was very charming. She's very, I'm not going to diagnose her because I'm not a therapist, but she has a lot of narcissistic tendencies. She's a lot of main character energy where, you know, the rest of us are out to get her or out to support her or whatever. And she will say whatever lie she has to make the day work. So like, I know she's a problem. And if everything changed the day she started, and everything was so good before that, I gotta go with it's not me that's the problem, you know? And boom, we can age stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start aging stuff right now. Anyways, that's the conclusion I've come to. That, well, there's always room for improvements. Was I the best boss in the world and everybody should listen to me and learn from me and there's no room for improvement? I was absolutely perfect? Of course not. There's always ways you can improve. There are things you can do better. Anytime you think you have reached perfection, you need to quit because you have become blind. However, I'm not a bad boss. And the fact that the people who worked under me, who left for various reasons before this person started, like, I reached out to them and I asked, hey, were these problems when you worked for me? Like, were these, like, be 100% honest. You don't work for me anymore. I have no control over you. Were these things issues when you worked for me? Were they things that I should have done better when you worked for me? And every single one of them were like, no, that wasn't an issue. That's not a thing. That's not a real problem. Like, where are you getting this? We would never, ever say that about you. Why? Where did this come from? You know? And if even one of them had said, yeah, that was a problem, that was something I did not like working for you, I would say there was merit. But if dozens of people I reach out to say, no, that is not true, that is not true, we never observed that, that's not how working for you is, it makes you, it's like, okay. I'm going to pause it. If a dozen people tell me these are not problems that you have, and one person tells me you're a horrible person because you have this problem, logic says believe the majority. You know, and the one person who's telling me I'm horrible definitely has something to gain from it. Like, if I'm not, the way she sees it, all of the problems that she's experiencing, mainly she's not hitting her quota, are caused by me. She has come up in her mind with excuses why she's not hitting her quota that all link back to me. She's a crappy salesperson because I'm not doing something. So she has motivation to get me removed from the situation. These people who no longer work for me have no motivation to lie to me. They don't work for me anymore. I have no power over them. I have no control over them. And I am asking for their honest opinion. And I'm not the type of person where when you tell me something, I freak out. If I don't like something you say to me, my response is usually to say, okay, I'm going to go sit with that for a while and I'll come back and talk to you later. And I have taught myself to take some time to sit there and process and plan my response before I respond to people. So, that's who I have been for the last 20 years. I have to believe that the dozen people over the one. So, and I am the type to question myself. You know, I don't have a really high self-confidence. I fake it on camera because I've been in theater for 20 years. But I don't have a super high self-confidence. I don't think highly of myself. I just also don't care what anybody else thinks about me either. You know, I am who I am. And that person may not be a super awesome, worthy person, but it's me. So yeah. I've made progress, I guess is where I was going with that. And sitting here playing this video game, if I'm not playing this video game, what I've just done over the last 10 minutes and how I've overanalyzed that is what is going on in my brain all the time. And that's why I've been so focused on the game. That's why I had to pause the game here, because I needed to finish this so I could stop thinking about this and go back to shut off my brain and just play the game. And it's a kind of therapy for me. It's escapism, yes, but it's also shut off my brain, stop overthinking, stop overanalyzing, stop trying to find where I caused the problem and what I did wrong that led to this bad situation. Just stop it. Whatever caused it, whatever happened, it's over. I'm on the other side of it. And there's other bad things, or not bad things, but difficult things going on in my life. Like, I'm worried about Wolf because his dad died, and there's just a lot of, like, I didn't have a relationship with his dad. I only met the man once. And that probably tells you a little bit about Wolf's relationship with the man. Because Wolf and I, we're fixing to celebrate our 4th anniversary together. Or by the time this airs, we've already celebrated our 4th anniversary together. May 15th is when we started dating. May 15th, 2021. So we've been together 4 years. We've been married for 3, 2.5. We've been together a long time. I've met his dad one time. That says a lot. But I don't have emotions about it, but he does. And I care very deeply for him. So I am concerned about him. And while that's going on, his mother's having some health issues. And I do have a relationship with her, and I care about her very, very deeply. And so that's, both of us are freaking out about that. My uncle is having some very serious health issues, and I'm freaking out about that. Although he's recovering now, so hopefully that's resolving itself. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of things. And as all of this is going on, I am trying to build my following and brand as a beauty, whatever, content creator. And I start putting all the stress into that, where that used to be my relief and what I did for fun and relaxation. to escape from work, it became, oh shit, now I have to make this my income. And I have to replace my income with this. And I'm not where I need to be to do that. And so that became dramatic. And I'm not taking a step away from that by any means, but it stopped being my escape. I'm still doing it. I still love it, but it's not calming anymore. So then I started playing the game, and this has become the escapism for now. And then I got a job that just requires me to sit there and answer the phones and take money and accurately count. And those are things I can do very easily and things I can do very well. And I'm good with that. And so until I stop needing to take anxiety meds every day to keep my chest from collapsing under the weight of everything, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to enjoy the time I have with my husband and love him and give him the very best of me that exists right now. And then I'm going to go to work and I'm going to do exactly what I am asked to do. And I'm going to come home and I'm going to do the beauty stuff I have scheduled. And then I'm going to lose myself in a video game. And that's how I'm going to function until it doesn't hurt to think. And I don't know why I felt like I owed anyone watching this an explanation, but there is the explanation. So if you want to know why I keep saying I'm filming a month ahead, it's because I am playing this to escape a lot of trauma I've recently gone through and am still going through. And I'm going to keep playing this game until, and processing that trauma in little bits until I'm ready to return to who I am. And once I'm there, I'll figure out what to do then. I don't have to know right now where I'm going in 6 months or 9 months or a year. All I have to know is I have finished my responsibilities for today. Wolf is playing D&D at a friend's house. I have no further responsibilities today. So I'm going to play my game until my bedtime, self-imposed bedtime, which is somewhere between 10 and 11. And then I'm going to sleep. And I will wake up tomorrow and I will accomplish the things I am responsible for. And then I will play my game. And that is how I will get through my days until I am ready to do more. So I'm going to pause because that's explaining all of that is anxiety causing. So yeah, I'm going to pause the recording for a minute. I've paused the game. And when I come back, my anxiety meds will have kicked in. I will be off of this tangent and we will just focus on the game for the next 30 minutes. So if you listened through all of this, thank you. I appreciate it. If you didn't, I get it. I understand. I just needed to, I guess, apologize for filming so far in advance and explain why. Okay. Enough of me talking about crap. Let's get back to the game. What you're all here for, right? Right. Okay. Oh, I muted it. There we go. Can I build... Yes, 20 wood and 1 hardwood. Okay, I need to check something. Most efficient, 121. Okay. $125. I'll do 122. So how many do we have? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 33. We want 122. So I need to make 89 casks. No problem. That'll just take a second. I think I'm going to make 88 so I have a space. Now, I can't place all of these now because I didn't rearrange the casks I have before I filled them. Or can I? I don't know. I'm going to have to check. Yes. This is going to take me a minute or two. Okay, so here we go. Let me look at the layout again. Okay. How many far up do I go? 3. Right? Yeah. Oh, I did that wrong. Dang it. There we go. Jess, you're fine. We are going to start these around the edges. Today's just going to be a missed day with the animals. It's okay. It's just a missed day. It's going to happen from time to time. It's fine. Let's go. Whew. That took a lot. But we did at least get our house going before summer. The animals are asleep now. Oh. It is the 28th, so we do need to collect our flowers here. And let's go see if there's any flowers to collect up here. Or not flowers, but you know. Okay. It's summer. Jazz sure is quick. She had to have hopped into like a window or something. Okay, I did watch that. I couldn't remember. Not a huge day financially, but that's okay. We are into summer. Hey, a freebie's a freebie. No judgment, man. Okay. Let's go see how mad our animals are at us. Okay, so they're not terribly mad. I do need to get some shoot, what is it called? I don't even remember. Oh, wall. And we're just going to sell off the excess because we have a lot. Okay, let's get some wall sections. I don't remember where I put them. In here? Yeah. Trying to decide what to do here today. Okay, we can sell pretty much all of this. Okay. Now we're going to fix the wall. Get our fruit over here. And we're going to head to the beach, which I realize is slightly counterintuitive. Like, we should do the animals first, but the pufferfish is only catchable in early noon. And I want to get this over with as soon as possible. Not what I wanted. Got it. Okay. That's all we needed from here. I am not worried about any of that right now, because I really want to get my animals done today. So the only other thing I'm going to do in town today is get that red cabbage from Pierre's. Yes. Now there are a lot of other seeds that I very much want. Okay, I know I need that. I have that. I have that. I have that. I have that. Kind of good on sunflowers. So we'll just get some of those. Why did I do that? Didn't want those. Gonna want a lot of these, so I'm gonna get 40 of these, I think. 45 sounds better. And 20 of these. 25. 30. Okay. Go up here. Done. All we need now is red snapper, which can only be caught on a rainy day. And then over here, all we need is the red cabbage, which we just got the seeds for. So now we go back home. Take care of our animals. And plant some damn red cabbage. And yeah, we're going to have to hand water it every day. Okay, so let's go put all of these away. Let's sell you. And there's that. And that should give us enough space to go take care of the poor animals we ignored last time. Okay. We managed to get them all before they all went inside. Okay. We'll make some coffee here. Let's put some oranges here, that up there. Sure. Put you there, put you there. Let's go give sashimi to our boy. I keep forgetting about that. And he's not out smoking tonight. So unless he's at the saloon, I guess I'm not giving him sashimi tonight. Which is fine. And I doubt he's at the saloon for some reason. Yeah. Mondays are slow nights at the saloon. That's okay. No big deal. We'll catch him tomorrow. Okay. And there we go. A good first day of summer. I got a lot done. Of course, we have another cow. And a pretty good day financially. Not as good as we were doing in spring, but that's okay. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me for another episode. I will be back Saturday with another episode. And if we're lucky, we'll get rain, so we'll get to see the next cutscene with Sebastian and possibly be able to buy him whatever the seashell thing is. I don't know, because we're close. All right, bye, guys.